Hello, my people. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's good to be back. I know it's been a long while. I hope you all are doing great, and trust me, you'll be seeing this face more often now. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 10 things that you should consider when you're planning for a vacation trip. All right, so these are just things that I have discovered myself, like through my experience. It's not a fast rule, it's not set on stone, but I just feel like these are things you should consider when you're actually planning for a trip. These tips should come in handy, and I just thought to share it with you today. So number one on my list is visa. I am saying visa because this applies to me. It might not apply to you, but for whoever is watching this video and it applies to you, you would need to budget for a visa if you're planning for a vacation. That is if the country that you're visiting would require a visa to enter. So you should actually put that into your budget. And number two on the list would be flights. Of course, you need a mode of transportation. Well, whether it be flights or it be train, there are some countries you can actually visit by train, and whatever the case is, you need to budget for transportation. Most of the time I use flights myself, so that's why I said flights. So you need to put that into your budget. Number three, accommodation. If you're visiting maybe a friend or family, you might have somewhere free to stay, but if that is not the case and you're going to a country that you do not know somebody, absolutely you will need an accommodation. So you have to budget for hotel. There are many booking agencies, many booking websites that offer hotels at great prices. You see great deals, and that's something you should look out for, but you have to budget for accommodation. Okay, number four. Okay, so this is my best part. Before I go on any trip, I like to plan what to wear. So number four on my list would be vacation fits, I call it. I don't want to find myself trying to rack my head on what to wear. So I plan on what to wear, and if I don't have them in my wardrobe, I'll have to order what I want to wear. Everything is curated, everything is planned, and yeah, there are some places you want to be and you want to look a certain type of way. So that should also come into your budget if you're like me that likes to plan what to wear. Okay, number five on my list would be in-town transportation. So when you get to your destination, how are you going to move around? Would you be using public transport? Will you be using Uber, Bolt, or whatever taxi service is available in that country? Well, both can work. All right, when I get to a country, before I get there, actually I have to research how the transportation service is like. Is it something I can move around easily with using public transport, or is it something that I have to take a taxi everywhere I go? And this is something you should watch out for, but it's definitely something you should budget for. Never ever go to a country, or never ever travel without having to make plans financially for in-town transportation. Number six on the list is food. If you're a foodie like me, you would know that this is the part you don't have to play about. Food, yes, very important. Have your budget for food. You might want to try out some recipes from the country if you're an adventurous foodie like me. If not, you might just want to stick to what you know, but definitely have a budget for food. Yeah. Number seven on my list would be tours. You just want to take part in activities and just go around town, see what fun thing to do and all that. So that should definitely come into your budget plan. It might be city tours, might be anything. Definitely, it might be a boat cruise, it might be anything, just any side attraction or fun things to do wherever you're traveling to. You should actually budget for that, because some of these things do not come free. I mean, there are tourist attractions that you can actually enter free and do what you want to do, but there's some that you would actually have to pay a fee, a token to get in. So you need to budget for tours. Okay. Number 8, I also like budgeting for souvenirs. When I get to a country, what do they have there? What can I take back with me that will actually, keep that memory of that place with me? And also to give gifts to other people, like just gifts, souvenirs, basically. So I always get souvenirs. So if it's something that you like, you have to put that in your budget as well. All right. Number 9 on my list would be miscellaneous. Miscellaneous being that it could be anything. So I'd like to just, carry some extra money for whatever extra thing that I might want to get. You can go to a tourist attraction and just like we met some people when we went to Paris. When we got to the Eiffel Tower, there were, photographers there taking pictures with very lovely helium balloons. And I mean, if that's not something you actually planned for, but you've seen it, you like it, you want to pay for it, and that's where miscellaneous comes in. So it could be anything, like really. Yes, so just carry small top up for miscellaneous. Yeah. And the last but not the least, number 10, is contingencies. This cannot be overemphasized. You have your budget quite all right, but some things may come up, like emergencies. I know when we've had to travel, me and my husband, and he got sick the whole trip. I mean, I know there's travel insurance, but what's the immediate thing that you can do if you get sick on a trip before you even get to the hospital? I mean, if it's not something you plan for, you might end up being cash strapped. Or a situation whereby one time we got to the airport and we're past checking in time and we had to pay. I mean, what if you don't have the money at that time? What would you do? Would you sleep in the airport, or would you rather just pay for the fee and fly? Or a situation whereby we got to the hotel that we booked and they were asking for a holding deposit, which was not clearly stated when we were booking. So all these kind of things are contingencies that can come up, and you need to set aside the budget for that. All right, so with these few points of mine, I hope that I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that these tips, are worth taking note of if you're planning for a vacation. All right, so that's it for today's video. Until our next one, have yourself a very wonderful time. And compliments of the season. All right, it's Christmas. I even forgot to mention that at the beginning. It's Christmas and we're all going to have a lovely time. All right, let me know what you have up your sleeves this Christmas, and see you. Ciao, ciao.